Voy a controlar. Ay. Bueno. ¿Se escucha? ¿Se escucha? Bueno, bueno, probando. 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 Ah.
Bueno. Dice. Kazuma Kiryu. Reunión. Que no. ¿Qué? A ver. Morning Glory. ¿Quién es? Ándale. Algo que sobrevivió este perro. Boom.
じゃあ行ってくるね。
Ay, ese malvado, mijo. Qué miedo.
どうしたんだ、はるか。
よう、久しぶりだな。
お前。浜崎。
Masaki. La Haruka bien traumatizada, pobre niña, Dios mío. Ay,
すまねえな。迷惑かけちまって。あの子は？
ああ、はるかか。あいつはあんたのことが嫌いなんだろ
esa huevo, cerdo.
なるほどな。まあ、無理もね
う。ところで浜崎。お前、脱獄してきたのか。
Obvio.
どうして脱獄なんかしたんだ。そんなことをしても、また罪を重くするだけだ。そうだろ
Si me agarran, va a decir. Si me atrapan.
う。何日か前、冴島という男がここを訪れ、
Todos fueron a caer ahí, qué mamón.
その時、お前の名前を口にしていたんだが、
その話本当か？
ああ、
そうか。冴島のやつ、ちゃんと生き延びていたのか。そうか。
やはり知り合いなのか。
ああ。それで冴島はどうした？ちゃんとカムロ町には行けたのか？
ああ、向かった。その後無事にたどり着いたかまではわからないがな。
そうか。そうか。
お前、あの冴島って男とはどういう関係なんだ。
兄弟だ。奴は俺の兄弟分だ。
Verga.
キル、あんたにどうしても。
Todo el mundo quiere cosas de Kiryu.
何して
puta
るん
madre.
だお前。
俺は兄弟を男にしてやりてえ。だから頼む。俺の最初で最後の頼み、聞いてくれ。
Tum, tum. Dice, so, Hamasaki, what do you want? Well, it's kind of long story about Sejima. He's the guy who bumped off Yoshiharu Ueno. Who bumped off Yoshiharu Ueno, chairman of the Ueno Seiwa back in 85. Wait, that's... Yep. You spend enough time in Kamurocho, you are gonna hear this story. Saejima killed 18 men all by himself that day. That's what they say. Anyway, the two of us only just met, both locked up in a private prison a stone's throw away from here. What do you mean, private? Private prison. I mean, the government's not involved. They put the contract in place, yeah, but the private sector's been running the joint since the day they broke ground. They called it Okinawa Penitentiary Number 2. Take it you never heard. Take it you never hear the name. Yo, I had no idea a place like that existed in Okinawa. They officially call it a correctional facility, but that's a lot of bull. It's a dumping ground for washed up Yakuza they want snuffed out for good. It was only a few days ago that Seishima got shipped down from whatever shithole he was, whatever shithole They had him up in Tokyo, which is when you met. Bingo. And you two planned the jailbreak together. More or less. So, though, I'm the one who came up with the idea, if I'm being honest. Why you pick Seishima as your partner? You saw him, right? Guys built like a freaking brick wall. More importantly, I knew what really happened back in '85. The truth. Ah, go on. Back in the day, Seishima was real tight with Majima. Yeah, that Majima. El único Majima. And that bueno say what hit? The one where Seishima slaughtered those 18 guys. That was originally gonna be a two-man job, Seishima and Majima. Ahí era rima. Seishima, Majima. Lo había notado. Majima-san and Seishima were accomplices. Yep, the day of the attack, Majima never showed. That betrayal, who I convinced Seishima to break out with me. That betrayal's how I convinced Seishima to break out with me. Explains why Seishima was talking about revenge when he was here. It's a bullshit, though. Majima would never have betrayed his brother. They were both set up. By who? Guy named Shibata. Was heading up a third-tier Tojo family at the time. Problem is, Seishima and I got split up before I got to tell him what really happened. I think I can guess the favor you want. Yeah, you gotta tell him the truth no matter what. Why is it so important? As it stands, Seishima's gonna try to kill Majima. Not only that, but I respect him. He doesn't deserve to be living life in the dark, you know? I mean, sure, I only asked him to help me bust out cause of how tough he is. Well, he actually started trusting me during the escape. Me of all people. Look, my life's been nothing but betrayal after betrayal. I've been on both sides of that coin. But two people looked beyond all that. Choose to trust me anyway, you and Zaezima. Hamasaki. I want another chance to start over. Be a true brother to a guy who went out on a limb and actually trust me. So I beg you, Kiri-san, you gotta help me. One question first. What's that? Why do you need me to do it? Can't you go tell Seishima all this by yourself? See? Well, what is it, Hamasaki? What is it? ¿Qué son esos papeles? Pues ya. Ándale.
これは
俺が脱獄した後、サツとの取引に使おうとしていたブツだ。沖縄第二刑務所なんて限りなく非合法に近い施設が生まれた経緯と、その資金面での金の流れが書かれている。
これは
図書館。これ人事。
そうだ。今から5
いや
年前、
そう
あんたも関係したあの東上界の消えた100億事件。実はあの事件で動いていたあの金も沖縄第二刑務所設立の裏資金となるはずの金だったんだ。
Todo lo recuerdo. ¡Pum! El que tronó en el Millennium Tower.
ことなんだ。
¿Qué pasó? Ya quedó involucrado Kiryu en esto como siempre. A year back, when I was still suckling the Dojo Clan teeth, I found out the top brass over at the Tokyo PD had their hands dirty, real dirty, with tons of shady cash. Bet you can guess where I'll learn all that. The snake flower. Yep, they've been working with one of the top men on the force for years, laundered his money through foreign banks and everything. You go through all that trouble though. Um, what did the police need with all that cash? What they needed was to build what one of their highest ranking boys called their utopia. Penitentiary number 2. Right again. The idea was they build a place to toss all the convict Yakuza they round up, then go out and make deals with those very same Yakuza. What kind of deals? Stuff like bribing people to commit crimes, then when the cops came in and saved the day, everyone think they were the heroes. Crime will become a police control affair. What? That's absurd. Yeah, an absurd power grab. Whoever handled those crimes will get big brownie points and the force end up rocketing up the ranks. I still can't believe the 10 billion EU was trying to launder through the dojo was supposed to end up with the cops. Believe me, I was just as surprised as you when I found out. Even with the money getting blown to high heaven, the paper trail alone is some serious shit. Honestly, the only reason I grabbed this file in the first place because I wanted a little dirt on the warden. Something I could use to bargain my way out of there, you know. What I gotta say, I never thought I'd stumble on a shitstorm this massive. I almost feel like it's out of my league, and if you get me. I show up on Tokyo PD doorstep with this baby in tow, and that be the last anyone ever hears of me. Turns out this file's not bargaining chip I was hoping it to be. It's yours now. With what me? Because you were the center of everything that went down 5 years ago. Hell, you even had to beat the shit out of your own brother at the end of it all then. Válgame Dios.
Nah.
Yeah. Come on, don't give me the silent treatment here. I just don't get it. Why do you show me that? I already told you. You gotta go to Kamurocho and tell my boys Ejima what real. There's more to it than that. I know there is. Besides, you would end up behind bars again in no time without this bargaining chip of yours. So tell me, Hamasaki, what are you really after? Dun, 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 dun. Take a look at this. What? Dice Tojo destroyed. Kamurocho Hills, Ueno, Seiwa Clan, Tokyo PD. Ese plan.
俺らがいなくなっちまった登場会で今とんでもねえことが起こってるんだ。俺はな、桐生。あんたにもう一度あの町の頂点に立ってもらいてんだよ。そうじゃなきゃ俺たちが命かけてきた登場会がなくなっちまうんだ。
Tum, tum. Rayos. No puedo permitir eso como Kiryu, el vengador de los Yakuza. Claro que dice, ya sé otra vez este verga. No tardan en secuestrarme. Marzo 9, 2010, el día siguiente. Taichi in the house, bitches. Ahí ya llegó Taichi, el cabroncete. Yo, Koji. We're home, Uncle Cass. Look like you kids had a good trip. You enjoy yourselves? Oh yeah, it was awesome. We hiked, went camping, even saw some old bones and stuff at the museum. Wasn't it super cool, Koji? You gotta go with us sometime, Uncle Cass. How was your great trip, Hayako? Great. Ay, el buen Taichi. ¿Quién es ese viejo? Es un amigo. Una vez me apuñaló. Ándale, Haruka. Sí, ya sé qué pedo. No, Haruka es la única que tiene conciencia ahí en ese orfanato. Ándale,
この子たちに近づかないで。
ándale.
なるかお前
おじさんは黙ってて。私はね、この人のこと許したわけじゃないの。おじさんは忘れたの？この浜崎って人は1年前おじさんのことそうしたんだ
Qué
よ。
feo.
私それ目の前で見てたんだよ。
そうだよな。俺は悪党だもんな。
浜崎
Hamasaki.
悪かったな、はるかちゃんよ。
Creo que ya.
その子たちに近づこうとして。
はるかもういいだろ
よくない。いいわけないじゃない。おじさんは本当に浜崎って人のこと信用してるの？
ああしてるよ
Andes.
もういい。もう私、おじさんがどうなっても知らないから。
Ah, neta que sí, cierto. Mira, pobre Haruka toda sufriendo ahí. Sí. Está en esa edad de que no perdona a los apuñaladores. You now have access to a hideout. Here you can save your game, move items to the item box, reminiscence of past events, and view your playstats. Furthermore, your health will recover with a hideout. Barf, barf. Bueno, vamos a ver qué pasa con Haruka. Entiende, Haruka, tengo que ser amigo de todos los villanos. You are going back to Kamurocho, aren't you? Haruka. ¿Y no vas a dejar con eso o qué? I just don't get it, Uncle Cass. How can you trust him so easily? He stabbed you in broad daylight, Uncle Cass. You almost died. I'll never trust him, never in a million years. Haruka, please. Whenever I see him, I just think back to what happened last year, what he did to you. That memory terrifies me, Uncle Cass. Haruka, I always believed in you. You know I have. But this time, I'm really worried. It feels like if you go to Tokyo now, you are never gonna come home. Oh. You heard talking last night, huh? Maybe you want to know what happened 5 years ago, but I don't care one way or another. I just want you to be safe. You don't care? Haruka, you lost both your parents in that incident. I lost Nishiki and Kasama-san. If there really was something more going on behind the scenes, wouldn't you want to know what it was? I'm happy just being here with you, Uncle Cass. That's all I need. Not the truth, just you. Haruka. Qué fuerte.
安心しな。キリュウは東京へは行かない。それに俺も今すぐここを出ていくよ。
浜崎
もう決めたんだ。俺は冴島に真実が伝わりゃそれでいい。それは他の誰かに頼むとしよう。だから桐生さんよ、あのファイルのことは忘れてくれ。
Ah, no puede, Kiryu no puede olvidar
あん
nada
た
de
に
eso.
はここでの新しい生活があるんだろう。
でもそれじゃお前が
心配すんな。俺は結構しぶとい。獄中で冴島の帰りをゆっくり待つとするよ。
浜崎
Hamasaki. Ay, un bostecito. Guess I'm gonna head down to the station now. Turn myself in. Ready? Sooner the better. Figure anyway, I'll be seeing you, Kiri-san. Hold on. Do you even know where the police station is? I'm an adult, I got eyes. I'll find it. Coming with you, Hamasaki. We might have had our differences, but you at least deserve a proper send-off after all we've been through together. Heh, suit yourself. Morning Glory. Hi, perricho. Rufián. Ta-da. ¿No está la plebada? ¿Quién sabe? Bueno, ahora pues. It's go time, Kiro-san. You ready? Yeah, let's do it. Okinawa. Sure about this, Hamasaki? 100%. The only way I'm reuniting with Saeshima is when we're both back in the slammer. Hamasaki? Please, why won't you listen to me? Ándale, está la susodicha. My brother was sent to a prison in Okinawa. I know he was. You can say that all you want, lady, but I've never heard of this penitentiary number 2 you are keeping going on about. Now go home already. No, please, you have to listen to me. I'm begging you. We already have listened. Listen. I already told you, we looked through the logs of every prisoner ship down here. Your brother isn't and has never been in an Okinawa prison. Yes, I just know he is. Please check for Taiga Saeshima one more time, please, officer. What? Huh? Coincidencia del destino. Oh,
これ
yeah.
以上調べても同じです。とにかくもうお引き取りください。
ちょっと待ってください。
ちょっと待って。
あんたもしかして冴島大河の知り合いか？
Bien, ven acá en sospechoso.
ちょっと警察署の前では都合が悪いな。
Si mejoramos con un
もし
café.
よければ少しお話を聞かせてもらえませんか？
もしかして兄のことで何かご存知なんですか？
ああ、場合によっちゃあんたの力になれるかもしれん。
とにかく人目のつかない場所に行こう。お付き合いいただけますか？
はい。
Qué loco. A ver, me fueron. En ese lugar. The heck is this place, Kiri? The ex-hired of a family called the Tamashiro. I crossed swords with last year. It's been empty for a while now. Okay. If there's anywhere we won't be interrupted, it's here. So, are you ready to talk? We might be able to find where your brother is if we pull all the information we have. Right now, you say you were Taiga Saeshima's sister. That's right, my name is Yasuko Saeshima. I haven't seen my brother for 25 years now. Every single day I tried to visit him in prison, but they never once let me in to see him. Not a single time in all those years. Then, just a few days ago, I heard he was being transferred to penitentiary number 2 down in Okinawa. As soon as they told me, I left Kamurocho and raced down here. But no matter how many times I ask, all the authorities insist such a place has never existed. That's what we walked in on. Yes, I am at my wit's end here. Yasuko-san, yes. Anyone who told you penitentiary number 2 doesn't exist either doesn't know the truth or was lying to you. It's real or right. What? I should know I've been there. You have? Oh yeah. They give it some fancy name and number like a regular old prison, but it's not actually government run. You ever heard of a private prison? Of course, and that's what penitentiary number 2 is. Yeah, details are gonna have to come later though. I've got some more important news for you first. Truth of the matter is, I know you, brother. You know Taiga? Oh, and here's another grain of truth for you. He's long gone from Okinawa. Probably reached Kamurocho by now, if I had to guess. Me and him broke out together a few days ago. You what? You telling the truth? Your brother washed up at my orphanage the next day, and I ended up giving him some money to get up to Kamurocho. Sorry, Jessica, you just missed him. In that case, I can't afford to waste any more time here. I need to get back to Kamurocho at once. Valió madre.
どういうことだこりゃ。
どうした？
変な連中が大量にビルに入ってきやがった。刺すかもしれん。どうする桐生。
今警察に捕まったら説明するのに時間がかかる。とりあえずここを出よう。
はい。
間に合わなかったか。
Venga, llegó ese perro.
警察じゃない。誰なんだこいつらは。
あの男。
También sobrevivió, válgame.
探したぜ浜崎。
Masake.
まさか生きていたとはな。
So that's the bitch who went running to the police begging to see Ejima. Who are these guys, Hamasaki? Guards from that shithole penitentiary I was telling you about. These pricks are the cruelest goons in the business. Ha! Rich, coming from an escaped convict. Look, I'll go back with you, whatever I gotta do. Just leave these two out of it. They don't got a damn thing to do with this. No can do. Don't worry, Hamasaki, we're not gonna kill you. But you are gonna need a serious attitude adjustments once we get you back in the slammer. Might have to beat you till you change. Either way, the bitch isn't going anywhere. Why? This is between you and me. Sorry, but Warden told us. He told me to bring him Taiga Saeshima's sister, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Me? Oh, why would... This is a lot of bull. Masaki, huh? Take care of Yasuko-san. What? What are you saying, Kiryu? I'll handle the guards. Just stay behind me and keep her safe, understand? Yeah. You hear that? If you wanna get to Yasuko, you are going to have to go through me. And who are you, tough guy? Someone who's spent almost a quarter of his life in prison. And I can tell you are an ordinary guard. Huh. Step aside, Paul. Or who knows, we might just accidentally beat you to death. I think you'll find that's not as easy as you expect. Hey, your funeral. No more fucking around. Slaughter him. Kiryu's fighting style. ¿Qué pedo? Qué raro. Bueno. Ay, ¿qué? ¿Cómo peleo? ¿Qué? Kiryu fighting style is based on a variety of striking, throwing, multi-directional attacks, and other techniques that never cease to amaze. He can also master a wide variety of weapons, making him a near-perfect fighting machine capable of handling all manner of situations. When really fired up and surrounded in his own special red heat, he can unleash powerful hit actions without equal. No dijo nada acerca del estilo de pelea del buen Kiri esto, pero bueno. Vale pues, estos. Qué suave. Ay, ¿qué es eso? Bueno. Muere tú. Está, ok. Bueno. Me está dando una vergüenza. Items. La madre. Chingado. A ver, habilidades. Estabilidad. Full charge. Lotus Flay Fist. Lotus attack that employs both body and soul. A strip enemy of a spiritual strength. Knockdown reversal. A counter attack is good after being knocked away. Okay. Komaki dot shot. Reversal. When I should throw executing by grabbing enemies, cannot execute in certain space. Traigo todo. ¿Qué es esto? Hay ayuda. Well, smoking a cigarette. ¿Y cómo vamos a sacar un cigarro? What the fuck? Bueno. A ver, pues. La madre. Ah, suéltame ese huevo. muerte. Qué mamada. Qué mamada. Ah, su puta madre. ¡Hambre! Ay, me voy a curar. ¡No! Me va a matar, puta madre. Puta madre. Ah, su puta. Ah, qué pendejo, no, no. Ah, su puta madre. Bueno, está bien. No, muerte. Ah. No. Ugh. Mm. No. Ándale, puto. Su perra madre. Ay, qué sabroso. ¿Ay qué? ¿Luego? Ah, me atoré. ¡A su madre! ¡Ay, una bomba! ¡Véngase, véngase! Ah, puta. Ah, qué buena verga. Tira esa mamada. Esta. Mm. Vamos a comprar este. Vamos a comprar the lever found make difficult to be knocked down when in hit mode. Golden Dragon Spirit fully charged. Your enemy with the spirit of the Golden Dragon. Ok, Lotus. Algo está. Let's get quiet. Essence of jumping, jump over guardrails. Essence of hurling, show an enemy grabbing you. Give themselves like. Eso está chila, pero a ver, no, espérate, no. The pole dancing, when drunk and running. Komaki Daruma Tumbler. Essence of self-destruction, disarm foe, welding blast. Essence of reversing, suppress an opponent while you are knocked down by breaking their shins when knocked down. Eso no es chido eso. Essence of press, a showy technique where you resolutely break the face of a rising enemy. Knock down, use an enemy to wipe out when Essence of terror, strike down your essence of terror. Essence of drunk Drunken Troll. Ahí no tengo esto. Ay, cabrón. Una pocioncita, algo por aquí. No. Aquí sí. Estamina X. Ay, ¿qué fue eso? Shun. Ah, qué mal. Círculo, puta madre. ¿Qué? Ay, no me alcanzó el tiempo. ¡Ah! Su puta madre. Quítate ahí. ¡Halo! ¡Puta madre! ¡Me va a matar! ¡Ay, me va a matar! ¡Uh! ¡Ay, qué mamón! No me da tiempo de hacérselo, desgraciado. ¡Ay! ¡Qué mamada! ¡No, no! Ah, está hijo de tu puta madre. Vale, verga este. Ay. ¿Qué va a hacer? ¿Qué va a hacer?
処理は俺がやる。だからあんたは一刻も早く最初のところへ。
浜崎さん。
まさきさん。
お前、
どういうわけかわからんが、安子さん、あんたも命を狙われているようだ。桐生。
ああ、分かってる。俺も一緒にカムロ町に行く。
すまねえな。あの子供たちを裏切るようなことをさせちまって。
俺はお前に頼まれてするわけじゃない。カムロ町に行くのは俺の意志だ。
早く行け。こっちのことは心配するな。
あ、
行こう、安子さん。
はい。浜崎さん、ありがとうございました。兄にあなたのような親友がいたこと、誇らしく思います。
やめてくれ、そういうの。
兄には必ずあなたのことを伝えます。
いいから行け。
さあ、行こう。
venga su madre. Venga su, ¿qué pasó?
俺も山になっちまったみたいだな。
Ay, qué poquito duró este capítulo. Rayos. Una hora, bueno. ¿Los escritos guardados? Sí. Save complete. Capítulo 2. Akamurocho. Ándale. Living already, Machan? You know, Shazan, you've been a better friend to me than I ever been to you. Don't be ridiculous. You know that's not true. I'm just sorry the truth turned out to be so harsh. Your father, murdered by another man on the force. I can barely believe it. You're telling me. Something about all this doesn't sit well with me. How would your father's spirit ever find peace? I think he'll just be fine. Chief Hasai, Seguichi-san, they were tired of being used by Munakata and Katsuragi all these years. The two of them spent their whole lives serving others, but their final moments, those were theirs and theirs alone. They went out following their own brand of justice. Machan. Seguichi Seguichi must be known telling me the truth. Oh, what happened 25 years ago was singing his own death warrant. But he, ay puta madre. And Chief Hasai, he took his own life in order to spare you, me, and me. Ah, se mató él mismo en vez de matar a esta gente, viejo. Qué fuerte. Bueno. In order to spare you, me, and Maewa. Maewa. Se mató el ruco, no era malo, mira, al final era bueno. That explains what he said into the phone before he shot himself. Both of them will be dealt with. Yeah, Chief Hasai told Munakata I was dead, so he stopped coming after me. He spared my life so that I could do what's right. So that I could do what he never could. So that I could do what he never could. You mean bring Munakata down? Exactly. But how are you gonna do that, Machan? Munakata's one of the most powerful men in one of the top police institutions in the world. Well, I don't think I'll be getting much help from my fellow officers, that's for sure. Yo, ni hao. Ni hao, dice el verga. Aquí están. Phew. The cheese really hits the proverbial fan, huh? You're telling me anyway, what's up? You wouldn't swing by here without a good reason. You know, sometimes it's depressing how sharp you are. What happened? District attorney's goons showed up at my office, started tearing the place apart at the seams. District attorney's goons, okay. Not to mention they chucked me out on the street. Wait, they are investigating Sky Finance? On what grounds? They say they're looking into some kind of coercion. The exact terms eluding me at the moment. Anyway, the issue is my test. They say I'm forcing people to do stuff they don't want to do in exchange for money. Classic coercion case, I guess. It's like I can hear the words coming out of DA's mouth himself. Anyway, I didn't know where else to turn, so I thought I'd drop by here. Look like I caught you in a bad time, though. Want me to come back later? No, your timing actually could be better. Oh yeah, I need a hand with something. Akiyama-san. Tan, 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 tan. Se están uniendo los pedazos. Y aquí llegó Kiryu-san, su amada Kamurocho. Y Haruka, bien gracias. Pobre niña.
Kiryu-san.
一見普通だが、どうやらいつものカムロ町って感じじゃないな。
A su madre, la policía te está extorsionando.
にしている暇はなさそうだ。すぐにあんたのお兄さんを探そう。
ええ。
だがとりあえずその前にあんたに言っておきたいことがある。ちょっとついてきてくれ。
Follow me. Kamurocho dice ahí. Bienvenido, Kamurocho. Can't think of a better place to talk than New Serena. Yes, there's a bar near here that I used to go to back in the day. We can catch our breath there for a bit. Okay, I'll follow your lead. Bueno. ¿Puedo entrar aquí? Ah, sí. Vamos a... Dame cosas, payaso. Vamos a agarrar el 4. Yes. You got Stamina Royale, you got a Turner, you got a Toughness, you got a Demon Gauntlets, you got Turning Bracelet. Ah, you can chill. Yep. Items. Me dieron esto. This present heals your wounds when all is calm. Qué verga. ¿Y esto? You need wantlets that shield the entire feast. Perhaps this is what Conpeito Candy. Órale. Pues dame otro. ¿Qué tal? Vamos a agarrar el 5. Yes. Stamina Royal. Turn. Sakura Storm. Suena como una espada. Payback Ring. También suena chido. Arre, a ver. Un espadón loco. ¿Por qué no habíamos agarrado esas cosas? Por tontín. Vamos a agarrar uno más. Es el 3. Stamina Royal. Bla, bla, bla. Manager Shine. You got a bloody binding. Vale. Y ya viene. ¿Qué es esto? This miniature no parking sign can be used as a hammer. This extra a ver. These bloody bindings give off a peculiar air. Ay, ¿para qué me sirve esto? ¿Me baja todo? ¿Y esto? A ver, this unusual ring will make your attack stronger as your health is depleted. También está medio mortal este. En fin. La puerta, aquí está. Vamos a la Serena. ¿Qué está pasando aquí? What's this truck doing here? Is someone moving? Head up the stairs in the alley, round back, and tear Sky Finance to shreds. We are not leaving until we haul out every last document they've got. And whatever they try and say, just tell them we're under order from the district attorney's office. That's all they need to know. Now move on. The DA, I wonder what happened. Bla, 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 bla. Bueno. Chotto mate, kudasai. ¿Y ese? Era zapato de... ¡Ándale, date san!
桐生。
伊達さん、
Date san.
久しぶりだな。
What's going on, Kiryu? You showed up in a guy's bar and don't even drop him a line first? Sorry for not letting you know that the Sana has some business in town. Work never ends for the ex-FAR chairman, huh? You got that right. Anyway, this is Yasuko Saeshima. I'm here helping her with a little something. Nice to meet you. Oh, pleasure's all mine. She's a knockout, Kiryu. How you end up bringing a girl like her back here, huh? Whatever you are thinking, I guarantee you got the wrong idea. Let's leave it at that. By the way, where's Mama? Gone for the week, family trouble, you know how it goes. And you are holding down the fort while she's gone? Yep, it's a real pain. What with my other work and all, but she insists we keep it open from the regulars. Lucky for us that she does. Now, Kiryu, what's this little something you need to take care of? Alright, you mind taking a seat this time? Huh? Please, I just need to ask you something before we head out to find your brother. Okay. So, what is it you want to ask me? Sorry if this is a blunt question, but why do you need to see your brother so bad enough to murder for it? Wait, you what? Kiryu, is this really the best place to... Don't worry about that. He's an ex-detective, but we can trust him. I promise. He'd never turn you in without hearing what you had to say first. Isn't that right, Data-san? Well, yeah, that's right. Now, tell me the truth, Yasuko. Why would you go so far for your brother? Yasuko-san, come on. It's because Taiga is everything to me. I owe him my life. What? I am serious. If it weren't for him, I would have died years ago. Go on. Have you ever heard of a living donor kidney transplant? Have you ever heard of a living donor kidney transplant? Oh yeah, you read about those things all the time. That's when they give you a kidney from one of your relatives, right? They say you only need one after all. Right, the truth of it is, I am the recipient of one of those living donor transplants, and your brother's the one who gave it to you, huh? That's what you meant when you say you owe him your life. Yes, hold on, getting a transplant like that from your sibling isn't now that uncommon. I'm not joining or anything, but you do really owe him that much just for a kidney? It's not that simple. A thing you can explain? The kidney I got, it wasn't Taiga. He wasn't the valió verga. What? Different blood types? Well, yes, but what? Why couldn't you get the transplant from your brother? Escusan, I think I get what you are going on here. You and Taiga aren't actually siblings. What? Kiryu, he's right. Taiga is my stepfather's son from his prior marriage, while my mother had me before she and my stepfather ever even meet. He's right. Taiga is my stepfather's son from his prior marriage, while my mother had me before she and my stepfather ever even met. Okay. Then where you find the match? Since my brother has already passed, Taiga tracked down my biological father and begged him to donate his kidney to me. Sejima. Beyond the regular difficulty of finding a kidney donor, ¿son medios hermanos? No, como que nada más él es... No son nada, pero sus papás se casaron después de tenerlos separados, a lo que entendí. O sea, sí, así. Son hermanastros. Esos son. Beyond the regular difficulty of finding a kidney donor, my blood type is extremely rare. A. ¿Cómo? No, o sea, son... O sea... No, o sea, son hermanastros. Ah, bueno, pero no son hermanos biológicos, pues. Hermanastros, sí. Esos son. Beyond the regular difficulty of finding a kidney donor, my blood type is dear relative was my only hope of a match. Once Taiga learned that, he spent every waking moment of his life scouring the city until he found my father. He was only 15 years old at the time. Still just a kid, huh? I had honestly given up hope. Before my mother died, she told me my father was nothing more than an abusive drunk with no chance of ever changing. Based on what I knew, it seemed likely he was already dead. Even if he wasn't, I didn't want to live knowing I owed my life to such a horrible man. At the time, I would have rather died than continue on carrying a part of him inside me. But Taiga wouldn't take no for an answer. He said no matter what happened, he would take care of me. Then he found your dad? Yes. Well, where was he? In Kansai. He had started working for a Yakuza organization called the Omi Alliance, handling the dirty jobs nobody else wanted to touch. The Omi? That's right, Taiga went alone to Kansai knowing full well that my father was a Yakuza, but let me guess, they tried to extort him. Extort? Exactly, a Yakuza through and through. My father demanded a massive sum of money in exchange for one of his kidneys. How much cash are we talking here? 30 million yen. 30 million, that's a ton now. But it was a fortune back then. That's a ton now, but it was a fortune back then. How was a kid ever supposed to get his hands on that kind of money? He wasn't. That was the point. But Taiga didn't give up. He started fighting toughs in the streets of Kamurocho, trying to scrape together whatever funds he could. That will never work, not for cash like that. It didn't, not until Sasai-san from the Tojo clan stepped in. He gave Taiga the 30 million under one condition: he joined the Sasai family. So that's how he ended up in the Tojo. All the time, Taiga never turned his back to me, even when it seems like all hope was lost. He supported me. He dropped out of high school, gave up on his dream of becoming a teacher. A la miel. Even joined the Yakuza for me. So that's what you meant when you say you owe him your life. That's right. He's everything to me. Not only did Taiga literally save my life, but he gave me the will to keep on living. Yasuko.
正直言うと、兄が18人殺した犯人とか、そうじゃないとか、真犯人が別にいるとか、そんなのはどうでもいいんです。私にとってお兄ちゃんはお兄ちゃんだから。
お兄ちゃん。
あんたにはここで待っていてもらう。少しこの店で頭を冷やしてもらう。
あ？何言ってんだキリ。こんなに切実に会いたがってるってのに。
安子さん、もし冴島がすでに死んでいたとしたら、あんたどうするつもりだ？
Es una posibilidad.
死ぬ気なんじゃないのか。
Yasuko-san, you keep saying you owe Taiga your life. And I get it, we'll all rely on other people. It's hard to keep going without... Se metió un grillo, espérame, lo voy a matar. Porque si no, no me va a dejar dormir. Uy, uy. Hijo de tu madre. ¡Ay! Lo logré. Ay. Voy al baño y vengo. Ugh. Ay. Ay. Me está haciendo pipí en machine. Bueno, a ver. ¿Qué pasó? Dice... And I get it. We all rely on other people. It's hard to keep going without someone loving you, supporting you, pushing you onward. But in your case, Taiga became more than that. He's not just your support, he's your reason to keep living. I know life hasn't been easy for you, losing your parents in one of the worst pains imaginable. And you had to bear that burden at a far younger age than most. Or having a hard life doesn't excuse the way you've lived. Okay, not that I have any right to talk. I made my fair share of mistakes. Vaya que sí. Kiryu, I understand why you feel so strong. I understand why you feel so strongly. But that emotion has led you to some bad decisions. It's not a stretch to say it completely clouded your judgment. So I need you to stay here while I go figure out where your brother is. It's for your own good. Kiryu, don't worry, I'll find him and I'll make sure you two are reunited, I promised. But for now, you just need to be patient, okay? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Yasuko-san. No. Take care of her for me, will ya? Hehe, do you even have to ask? Bueno. You now have access to a hideout. Here you can save your game, move items into the item box, reminiscence of past events, and view your play stats. Furthermore, your health will recover while at a hideout. Bueno, ¿dónde empezaremos la búsqueda? Obviamente. Find Seijima. Hold on a sec, Kiryu. What's wrong? There's something I need to tell you. Couldn't really say it in there. Does it involve Yasuko-san? You bet if she found out about this, she'd just end up getting herself into more trouble. Well, what is it? Well, you only just got here, so you probably haven't noticed, but the whole town's been kinda on edge lately. Because of Saejima? Partially, I'm sure, but there's more to it than that. Word on the street is Majima and Seijima linked up a few days ago. What? Yep, I hear Majima and his boys line the whole damn street to keep the cops off Saejima. So they've already met. Speaking of that, do you know where I can find Majima-san? I need to talk to him as soon as possible. Ya quiero darle unos besos a mi novio Majima. Not just about Saejima, Majima-san might be able to tell me more about the connection between the top police brass Jinyu and the Tosho clan. The police? What are you talking about? Sorry, but I can't say much more than that. Just know that people are gunning for the Tosho. And no matter what's going down, I need to hear Majima-san's side of the story. Alright, let us... Ay, sí, va a salir Majima de nuevo. Alright, last I heard, he's taken root up the top floor of the Millennium Tower. Starting there's your best bet. Great, thanks, Tate. To the Millennium Tower. Huh? I got an email. I got mail. This rematch from 4 years ago. Inaccurate Cure 2005. ¿Qué es eso? Come to Yashida Batting Center. Let's finish what we started 4 years ago. ¿Qué es esto? 4 years ago, huh? That could be just about anybody. Guess I'll find out what it's about if I drop by Yoshida Batting Center. Hay que ir ahí, qué pedo. Era para otro lado. My dear apprentice, Sotaro Komaki. Komaki here. It's been ages, kid. If you're here in Kamurocho, come see me. I'll be waiting at my dojo in Dragon Palace. It's a text from Master Komaki. I wonder if he had one of his apprentices write this. Komaki Dojo is inside Dragon Palace and Park Boulevard. I should probably stop by when I had the time. Esele Miyuya! Look, I get where you are coming from. Just calm down for 1 second, Shinya. You don't get a damn thing. You're too soft, man. You know the rules, Yuya. If a customer ducks out on their bill, it's the host's responsibility. Mitsuri knew that when he let his girl run up that huge tap. You are not wrong. Those are the rules. I've seen it happen times and times again in this biz. But sure, I'm being easy on Mitsuru. But he deserves a little slack with how hard he works. Besides, the kid's a real high earner for us. We just gotta let this one mistake slide. He'll learn from it and we'll all be better off in the long run. But for now, yeah, of course I'm gonna help him. And what Stardust is just gonna eat the fine meal he lost? He'll pay it, don't worry, just not yet. Hitting him with all that at once will bankrupt the poor kid. Come on, are you gonna bail out everyone who fucks up from now on? Stardust dust will go under the blink of an eye. Kazuki-san will never have let this bullshit slide. ¿Y dónde está Kazuki? Ah. Hey, Yuya! Problem so big you had to come meet outside, huh? Kiryu-san. I didn't know you were back in town. Just for a bit while I take care of some business. Well, I would drop by with a gift or two if you let me know first. Don't sweat it. We known each other for too long to be worried about those kind of formalities. By the way, how are things going in the club? You and that kid didn't really look like you were seeing eye to eye. Sorry you had to see that, Kiri-san. So what's going on? Is this host we have, Mitsuru. He let one of his customers run out on a 5 million yen tab. Ouch, I hear that's a pretty common thing though. It is. Mitsuru is one of the hardest workers we got, too. And I can't even begin to tell you how much business he's brought in. He just got kinda unlucky this time, so I wanna give him a hand somehow if I can. That's the Yuya I know. I just don't know, kid. You think I'm too soft on them? Shinya seemed to think so. Pretty sure Kazuki-san called me soft at least once too. He's waiting to help my host out really so bad. He's wanting to help my hosts out really so bad. Yuya? But hey, you don't need to hear all this. I should be getting back inside anyway. Gotta do my part to keep Stardust the top host club in Kamurocho. Appreciate you letting on here though. It-san, thanks. Maybe I should head inside and see what Kazuki had to say about this. Tal vez debería entrar y entrometerme aún más cabrón en esto. ¿Vamos? ¿Con por qué no? Bola disco. Punchis. Cero ritmo aquí. It's been a while, Kazuki. Kiryu-san. It sure has. How are things going? Well enough, I guess. You guess? Are you worried about what's going on with Yuya and Shinya? Huh? You heard about that? Yeah, I saw them going at it outside in the club earlier. Sorry I had to see that. Not exactly the image you want to project onto the world. Even though he's the manager now, Yuya can still get a bit hot under the collar at times. I wouldn't worry about it. It's nice to see a man have passion for his work. And it seems to me that he has it in spades. Ese cabaret es para mujeres, ¿verdad? Pues es un cabaret de host machos, así es. Es para chicas. That's why I choose to let him take over as manager. I knew I could count on him when things went south. Speaking of which, what do you think he should do about the whole top situation? Like I said, you're just the manager now, so I fully stand behind whatever decision he makes, of course, but what well, a lot of times when a host let a customer run up a big tab like that, he has some kind of ulterior motive. That's my opinion, at least. No matter how young, green, or easy to manipulate a customer may be, it doesn't make sense to advance someone's that kind of credit. 5 million yen is no small amount. Still, it's not unheard of. True enough, usually though, it's a case of the host needing to boost his sales figures. The easiest way to accomplish this is to pressure a customer into ordering pricey drinks. But for some reason, I don't believe that was the case this time. Honestly, I have the feeling Mitsuru was set up. Andale. Set up? Who'll do something like that? Who'll do something like that? Good question. Even if that were the case though, I can simply take matters into my own hands. Yuya is the manager, which means he is the one who needs to handle these kind of problems. I guess what happens to Mitsuru all depends on Yuya's skills as a manager then. Ándale, mira, estaba bailoteando Yuya en vez de estar ahí manejando el business. You know, at times I think Yuya is too kind for this job. Maybe Kazuki is right. Sometimes Yuya is really too nice from his own good. Bueno. Ahora vamos a ir al centro de bateo. ¿Cómo que no? Cuidado, cuidado. ¿Qué es aquí? Creo que no había venido. ¿Qué es este lugar de vicio que no había entrado? What? ¿Ya había estado prendido esto? No creo. This is a virtual for the MVJC Pachinko Machine number 25. Maybe I should give it a try. Yes. Pachinko. Dice, quiero, Majima, quiero. Ah, espérate, vamos. Déjame ver aquí nomás esto ya. Son unas maquinitas. Ándale, adjust, ball speed. Auto zoom, switch camera, help, cancel, play, stop. Vale, pues. ¿Y cómo se juega? Buy 250 balls from 1000 yen. Ay, le puse que no. Puta madre, si quería ver cómo se jugaba. ¡Qué pendejo! Bueno, luego regreso. Es como un Royal Jack, o sea, wow. Bueno, después volvemos, ya que... Dale que sí, ya estás ahí. No, ya me salí. Luego venimos, hombre, luego venimos. ¡Ah! Vale. Vamos a la Torre del Milenio, pues, para ver qué onda con... Ya sabes quién. ¿Qué pedo? Le di la vuelta nomás. Ando valiendo roña, machín. Screw my boss. Porque está todo cerrado aquí. ¡Ah! ¿Qué está pasando?
Majima no Nisa.
Mató cara triste, Majima, ¿qué pasa?
Majima no Nisa.
Kiryu-chan.
Kiryu-chan. Mira, no está nada alegre.
勝手に動くな。
何があったんだ。
うまいことはめられてしもた。これでしばらく身動きが取れへん。
誰にやられた。
大悟や。
¡Ah! ¿Qué? No puede ser.
堂島大悟や。
¡Ah!
大悟が。
おい、勝手に話すな。そこの君も下がりなさい。オウム執行妨害で逮捕するぞ。
急ぎや桐生ちゃん。全部の事件はつながっとる。25年前のやつも100億の事件も安子ちゃんのやつもや。
¡Ah!
なんだと。
なんだ?
このままやと俺らの登場会が潰されてまう。
Gonna bite the dust, amato compañero.
今は安子ちゃんが危ない。お前しかおらん。
¡Ah!
あとは頼んだで。
¡Ah! Amigo. ¿Qué? Se acabó ahí bien rápido, what the fuck. No están durando nada estos capítulos de Kiryu, qué pedo. Bueno. No me da chance ni de hacer ni una misión secundaria esto. Bueno. Qué barbaridad. Ay, ¿qué tal eso, eh? ¿Dónde está tu dios ahora, Majima? Bueno. ¿Qué es ese tras las rejas? Ah, chinga, yo que quería que nomás ahí le chocaran. De que, ¿qué huele mi Mai? Majima-san y la madre. Se agarraron a putazos y nada, al tambo lo mandaron. Vaya, vaya. Pues la participación de Kiryu está siendo bastante breve, bastante. Quiero que sea feliz, libre y rico. Casi nada. Ay, pero bueno. Ay. Ay, no la gaña. Ando de pipixli. Bueno. Aquí la vamos a dejar por hoy. Porque pues se me va a acabar esto bien rápido. Tengo que hacer las misiones secundarias mañana. Mañana vamos a hacer eso. Ay, no, dice. No dura nada eso. Pues estuvo aquí acá para 2 horas, mami Ricky. Han estado cortos los capítulos de Kiryu, es correcto. Pero porque pues he ido directamente a la acción, o sea, no, ¿qué onda? Debimos haber ido a la caja de bateo a ver qué nos había mandado ese mensaje. Dice Adriana. Así dices. Bueno, ya le voy a cortar. Aparte que ya tengo hambre, voy a hacer una cenita. Probablemente un sándwich de atún o algo así. Bien sabroso. ¿Qué tal? Así que bueno, entonces... Hasta aquí la vamos a dejar, ¿eh? Ay. Dice... Está bueno. Está bueno, hombre. Bueno, pues. Ahí nos vemos. Ahí nos vemos. Adiós. Adiós, Adriana. Qué padre. Muy padre todo, ¿eh? Bye. Bye. Majima se fue al tambo. Bye. Pobre. Pobre chico.